how do you play Telltale games?
Okay, well, I guess I tried to look at them with the perspective of what I would do if I was that character.
In that situation?
Yeah. And a lot of times, I am personally, like, very... I'm not trying to sound, like, boastful. But I in the games, I try to be very, like, gracious and merciful.
You're very gracious and merciful.
Yeah, so, like, I know, like, in the games, there's a lot of, like, huge, like, decisions. Like, you want to kill this person, let them live.
You're always the nice guy.
Do you want to lie? Do you want to make promises? And I try to always tell the truth. I always try to be gracious, merciful. I let people live. Probably even when I shouldn't. And
what he's saying is he doesn't kill anyone, he doesn't lie, and he doesn't steal. He doesn't do anything bad because he wouldn't in real life. And that is true. You're a very gracious and merciful guy. But yeah, anyway, it sounds like you know, but
yeah,
it is real though. That's how he plays Telltale games.
Yeah,
I'm a totally different way. I like to envision myself as that character, not really as myself. And I base my decisions on what has happened to them, what I think they would do. Like, who is this character to me? And then I try and mold them into this weird mix of emotions that I always turn out to be.
Yeah, and looking at it from this perspective, like, in playing these games, changes my perspective on situations in real life. And it's amazing how much Telltale has affected my life, like, outside of video games. Because, like, now when I'm in a situation where I have to make a decision, like, I think about the impact my decision has more. When I'm doing things like having to deal with, like, an argument, or I kind of watch what I say more, or if I have to make a promise, like, I make sure I'm able to actually make that promise. Like,
wow.
I think because of Telltale games, the way I handle real life situations is just way different now. Or I think through things more, and I think of the impact what I say can have, or what I do can have in the future. And so
it's really awesome.
That's just why, that's the biggest, like, one of the biggest reasons why I love Telltale games, because I guess they really get me thinking just about us. I guess they get me thinking.
Okay.
We can edit a little bit. Okay.
That's on a very serious note, that's really awesome that a game, a developer can affect someone's life just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and I feel the same way about certain games or certain developers. Not technically Telltale. I love Telltale, but I'm glad that they've affected, like, your life, like your inner thinking.
Yeah.
It's really cool, honestly. But yeah, I don't remember what the question was. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've laid in bed, like, at night, thinking about the decisions I made in this game. Like,
I remember
sometimes I have to just pause it and think about this decision. Like, I had to take a break. So
No, listen, this is a funny story. I literally remember I told him about The Walking Dead, and he played it, and I saw him, like, a couple days or a day after, and you looked like you've actually went through hell. Like, you went through this zombie apocalypse, and I'll never forget you all up to me, and you're like, Brett, I've been through some things. And you were actually serious.
I was into that game for days. And
you couldn't stop thinking about it. You couldn't stop texting me. I should have saved those texts.
It was
a hard week for you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, The Walking Dead Season 1.
Lost Lee.
We did what?
Oh, I guess I can't say it. Spoiler.
It's old. If you haven't played The Walking Dead by now, or you're watching this video, I don't know what you're thinking. Go play The Walking Dead. Yeah. I hope you didn't hear what he just said. So...
Yeah, so there's times where I had to think about my decisions. There's times where, like, I had to pause the game and wait and think about what I'm doing.
Press the home button.
And then there's just, it's just crazy how they, like, what's the word for it? They engulf me, like, they overwhelm me. It's all I can think about is.
Yeah, like the way they engross you into the experience.
Engross, I guess. They engross me.
Yeah, Telltale games, they get a lot of stuff. Like I think I mentioned it earlier. They get a lot of crap talked about them because of their gameplay and whatnot. But that's not what it's about. And any Telltale fan will tell you it's not about the gameplay. It's about the experience and the characters and the journey. Yeah.
And their story writers are excellent. They're amazing. And it truly is like an art, and it's amazing, well thought out, well written. Yeah. And so like it's totally worth getting a good story, and you know what I mean? Yeah.
And hey viewer, I'm gonna give you some homework. And I know that the Telltale writers will really appreciate it because they never get any recognition for how good they are. If you love Telltale games and you're watching this video, go Google like the Telltale writers. Just look at their name on Twitter. Go to Twitter. They probably have like 500 followers. They're not like they're not like out in the open like some of these other writers are, like Ken Levine and the dude who does Beyond Two Souls and stuff like that. These writers are very unknown, and they don't get enough recognition, so just go tweet at them, say, you're awesome. Thank you. Yeah,
they'll probably appreciate that.
They will, and they always respond, which is really cool. Yeah. Because it's so unexpected. Mm-hmm. Anyway, anything else on that topic, how they changed our perspectives?
There's so much more, it's just hard to think of them all, like, right now.
Yeah.